A couple nationally ranked SEC teams clash on Saturday in College Station, Texas, at Kyle Field, home of the Texas A&M Aggies, as they'll be taking on the Missouri Tigers. Texas A&M will come into the game with a 4-1 record and on a 4-game win streak, while Missouri has opened the season 4-0. Will Texas A&M's home field advantage at Kyle Field before over 100,000 fans be enough to get them over the hump in a game in which the odds makers are pretty much deeming it to be an even matchup? Or will Missouri benefit from their bye week a week ago and continue to be undefeated after this game goes final? I have the answers to those questions. I have the pick. I'll have your analysis, and I'll do that in just 1 second. If you could kindly be patient enough to just hear me out on a few things I need to bring to your attention, folks. First of all, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, which is Wager Talk TV, please take a second to do so. It's absolutely free. There's no hidden agenda. There's no strings attached. You'll just be privy to some of the best sports betting experts in all the world. And I say that with the utmost confidence. And that stems from over 20 years experience in the sports betting industry for myself. Also, folks, there's a like button right underneath. If you could hit that like button for me, it would certainly make me happy and would show a small token of your appreciation for the time, work, and effort I put into bringing you quality free pick videos each and every day. Let's get to the matter at hand, and that's Texas A&M and Missouri. And right now, the A&M Aggies are a 2.5-point home favorite. You know, I mentioned Kyle Field and home field advantage. And, usually a sellout of over 100,000 people, and that'll be the case on Saturday against Missouri. But, looking back, A&M is just 11-5 straight up in their last 16 home games at Kyle Field, which sort of surprised me. That includes losing a home game in their season opener to Notre Dame 23-13. And also, folks, they barely survived in their previous game in a 26-20 win. I'm sorry, not in their previous game, but they barely survived in a home win against Bowling Green, 26-20, in a game they were a 20.5-point favorite. So it's not like they've been overpowering at home to start the season. They're coming off a 21-17 neutral field win over Arkansas, a game that could have went either way. And the A&M very fortunate to come out on top in that game. And Missouri comes in at 4-0, but it's sort of an uninspiring 4-0 when you classify the expectations, or consider the expectations, I should say, of a team that was highly ranked to begin the season with a lot of expectations, 9 offensive starters back from a very good team from a season ago. In their previous game, they survived a real scare and a double overtime home win against Vanderbilt, 30-27. They were an 18-point favorite in that game. But, folks, that's a Vanderbilt team that's proven to be much better than a lot of people expected going into this season. They've been very competitive, and you can't really fault Missouri for maybe overlooking that game, especially with a bye week coming up in Texas and a trip to Texas A&M coming up next. So, like I said, this is a experienced offensive team with Missouri. 9 offensive starters returned from a season ago, led by quarterback Brady Cook. This Missouri offense is cranked up 410 yards or more of total offense in all 4 of their wins this year. Brady Cook is completing 68% of his passes for 946 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's also run for 4 scores. So he's a very good, experienced quarterback. And this will be Missouri's first road game of the season. But you know what, folks? Last year on the road, the Missouri Tigers went 3-1 straight up and covered all 4 of those road games. Their only loss in that sequence came at then number 1 Georgia, and that was by a 30-21 final score in a game that they were a 14-point underdog. And that was a 2-point game until late in the fourth quarter when Georgia scored that late touchdown. So This is a team that's used to winning on the road. They won't be intimidated by the environment. And Missouri yet to play their best game this year, in my estimation. And they're coming off that bye week and that scare against Vanderbilt. I think you're going to see a superlative effort from the Missouri Tigers on the road against a nationally ranked Texas A&M team. I like Missouri here, plus the 2.5 on the road against Texas A&M. All right, just some more friendly reminders. Friday, I have a 5% best bet going into UNLV and Syracuse game. I want to thank all of you, and there was many of you out there that purchased the $5 special offer on that game. And it's now $35, folks. And you know what? It's still worth it because my best bets, 5% best bets, 26 and 13, 67% since February 3rd of this year. Also, folks, college football overall has been terrific. Since the beginning of last season, I'm number one in money earned in college football at Wager Talk. Also, since December 3rd of 2022, that's an extended period of time. My college football picks are 98 and 67, 59% with a net profit of $8,052. When a streak goes that long and makes that kind of money, it's not a fluke, folks. And the last the last 3 Saturdays in college football, I've gone a combined 11 and 4 with my premium picks. So take advantage and jump in on that 5% top play on Friday night. Syracuse, UNLV, 9 o'clock. Fox Sports 1 will be televising that game. Also, folks, keep in mind we have a special going on site-wide at Wager Talk right now. You can get any one of our 7-day all-access pass, which that means you'll get 7 days of anything we put out in any sport for the next 7 days for just $77. That amounts to $11 per day. There's no promo code needed for this one. Just go to my direct link, wt.buzz/RB, and you'll be able to purchase that for myself. I'm a little bit biased when it comes to these specials, so I'd like you to buy from me. And I think a lot of the other guys on the site would agree with my sentiments in that regard. So $77 for 7 days, $11 a day. And again, wt.buzz/RB is my direct link at Wager Talk. Also, folks, you can see all my subscription plans right there at my personal link. And take advantage of some of those offers because at the end of the day, you invest a little to make a lot with me over the long haul. I'll be back with another college football free pick video very shortly. That will be the Navy and Air Force game. Until then, take care and God bless, folks.